Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing my October hits and misses as well as my September hits and misses and sort of like highlights from July hits and misses because I never got around to doing that video. I'd actually asked you guys what you guys thought, and I would say probably 1/3 of you said don't even bother doing it. So since it is more work for me, I just ended up not doing it. But I'll basically show you the highlights. It's not going to be every single thing, but I'll show you the things that I think are like important or that I think you guys would care about. The first thing I'm going to show you guys are palettes. I got an Urban Decay vegan palette, and this is my first Urban Decay palette ever, and I had never tried Urban Decay shadows. I had swatched them in stores and everything like that, and I was like, oh, what's the big deal? They're kind of just like MAC. I love this palette. I think that the colors are kind of like creamier than MAC, where I do notice some fallout, which I thought I would not like. It's not that bad. Since this is going to be like 3 months, or like 2.5 months. In one video, I'm not going to go through and swatch every single palette. I feel like with most Urban Decay palettes, a lot of the colors are not new colors. They're kind of ones that end up being in every palette. This is the Too Faced Natural Eye palette. It comes with all of these shadows, and for the most part, I do like the shadows. This palette has an incredible amount of fallout though, but the fallout is honestly just too much for me to handle on this. I don't even know if I will keep this. This might end up going to a future blog sale. Another palette is the Sedona Lace 120 palette. Now this is my first 120 palette ever, and originally I had said no because I don't really like these sort of like multiple shadow well, they're all palettes are multiple shadow palettes, but you know what I mean, like where the shadows are all small and dime sized and they're all kind of generic. But then I thought about it again, and they had emailed me again, and I was like, well, you know, Halloween is coming up. If for some reason I do decide to do something in the future, I'm not doing anything for this year. I don't dress up for Halloween, so it's kind of like I don't really want to do a tutorial just to do a tutorial when it's not something I'm really gonna wear. So this is what it looks like. I figured this would be good because I know a lot of you guys, sorry I'm trying to talk over the thing, I know a lot of you guys have multicolor palettes like this, so perhaps I will be doing some sort of tutorial in the future. Last palette would be from Coastal Scents. This is their Winterberry palette, and I really like this a lot. I didn't think that I would like it because I'm not a really cool colors fan. I don't think they look good on me usually, but I really like this palette a lot. I've been playing with it, and especially this cranberry color, because all of the colors are kind of on the cooler side, but this one really warms it up, and I think this is a great blending color, great for the crease. I love this color a lot, and all of these colors work together, even though I was kind of like, well, I don't know. I really do like this palette, and I prefer these types of palettes versus like the 120 or the 180 or 188, the 120 or the 88 palettes, because these are like normal size shadows. The ones that are in the 120 palette and the 88 palettes are kind of like the size of a dime, which is not very much product. I guess you wouldn't need to use all those colors all the time, but if for some reason it was like the only palette that you had and you loved it, and there was like a couple colors that you really enjoyed, I feel like you would go through them kind of quickly, because I do have the Coastal Scents 88 Metal Mania palette, and there are like a couple colors on there that I really like, and like the whole like dome part is gone and stuff like that, and I've only used it like 4 times maybe. These are the Hard Candy Baked Blushes, and I know that these get kind of mixed reviews, but I think the reason why people don't like them is because they're kind of thinking about them the wrong way, which is not their fault. It is marketed as a blush, but to me it's more of a highlighter because they are super frosty, number one, but the color payoff isn't amazing. So there is Pinup, Honeymoon, and Living Doll. I personally like them. The next item is also from Hard Candy. These are the Glow All the Way face and body luminizers. They are infused with 24 karat gold, and they're just really pretty. So one gives a pearlescent glow. This is called Doll Face, and it's the one in the pink tube. These are $8 at Walmart, and this one is called Glamazon Bronze, and it's sort of like the tan bronze one, obviously. I don't really care for this one, but I really, really like this one. I haven't used these on my face per se. Oh, they're like a little squeeze tube like this, and you really only need like the tiniest amount. Like what I just squeezed out was too much. They just look like this before they're rubbed in, and then I'm sure you can imagine what they look like rubbed in. I mean, I guess this one would be nice for legs, but I don't know. I could kind of do without this one. It's kind of orangey looking to me. The next two things I bought back in July and have not touched since, so I don't really know what to say too much about them. The first one is the Tom Ford lipstick in Blush Nude. I picked this up at Saks when I was in New York in July. It just looks like this. I'm sure you're all familiar with the beautiful packaging. And of course I picked the nude color. I haven't used it yet. I tried it on at the store and I wasn't impressed, but I didn't want to miss out on being able to pick one up, so I bought one. This is probably the most expensive lipstick I own. This was $45 plus tax. For me, it's kind of dry, I think. It smells good though. I'd have to try this more to let you know how I really feel about it. To me, it was a little bit drying and very opaque, so I couldn't really apply like I normally apply. I kind of have to dab it or blend it in with my finger. So I don't like high maintenance lipsticks like that. So I'm not really sure how I feel about it yet. But like I said, I really don't want to say that I don't like it or I don't think it was worth the money, because I have not really. I used it one time. And it was a tester one. I haven't even used my own yet. The next thing I got was the Golden Gloss by YSL. And I got number 20. And I really liked this when I bought it originally, but I have not reached for it since. It has gold in it, I think 24 karat gold, and it comes with a brush. It was different than any other color that I have, because I actually, believe it or not, don't have any nude glosses. Sorry, it was right into the sun. But this was $30, and I kind of feel like maybe I could have done without this, but I do like it. I don't know. So the next thing I ordered online, and it's a definite miss for me, I got the Barbie Loves Stila Smudge Pot in Cobalt Clutch. And I wanted to get this because the color is phenomenal. And I don't know, for some reason mine was kind of melted to the side, and it's super, super dry. And actually when it goes on your skin, it's not opaque, it's kind of streaky and clumpy. I just don't like it, and I don't want to use it as an eyeshadow base. I want to use it as an eyeliner. So this may end up in a future vlog sale too. The next things I want to talk about are my Still Glamorous loose pigment shadows. I have the Smoky Glam Couture set, which I did a tutorial on, which I will link somewhere over here. But I absolutely love these, and I am super, super, super impressed. I never used to like loose shadows, and then I kind of warmed up to it with some Bare Minerals. But the Still Glamorous ones, they all have kind of really pretty finishes and different. If you remember watching my tutorial, or if you watched the tutorial, you'll know that I brought these into Bare Minerals and tried to have them color match them, and they don't have anything like these ones. So now on to Bare Minerals. Now that I talked about that, I picked up quite a few shadows. I think I've got 9 of them. I just keep them in this little pouch because I don't know where, I want to keep them all together. I will probably not get any more for the rest of my life because they will last a long time, but I also think that I got all of the ones that I would like that are different, and every time I go in there now, I always pick up either the same ones or they look almost identical. So if you want a separate Bare Minerals video for me to swatch and go through and show you the ones I liked, I will try and film. I would say my favorites are Queen Phyllis for sure. I love this one. Well, it's called Queen Phyllis. It's not Queen Phyllis for sure. I said for sure. Nude Beach is another favorite of mine. Those two are, I don't know what's going on with the lighting. These two are my absolute favorites, and I really like these. The next things I am ultra impressed by, these are the Wet n Wild single shadows. I didn't pick up any of the Color Icon palettes because there were a lot of colors that I was like, meh. But I picked up the single shadows, and I got Nutty, Penny, and Brulee. So Nutty and Brulee are my favorite. I didn't realize how pigmented they were going to be. This one, Brulee, is a matte shadow. It's the only matte one that I picked up, but it's so pigmented. I don't know if you can see that, but just so much. I absolutely love these. These are $2.99 or $1.99 or something like that, so they're an amazing deal. Nutty is really pretty because it's sort of like that taupey color. A lot of people compare it to Satin Taupe. It's a little bit more silvery than Satin Taupe, but it is pretty close. Can't open it. Well, that's what that one looks like. I'm sure you guys have seen it a million times. I really like it. Penny, I have not tried yet, but I thought I would really like it. It's really pretty. I don't know. I haven't used it yet. And that's what that one looks like. But I'm so, so, so impressed with the quality of these. These beat the pants off the Sally Girl shadows for sure. I don't remember if I showed you guys my Sally Girl shadows that I got. I got 7 of them, and they're nice, kind of chalky. They're nice if you don't have a lot of makeup already, but if you do have a lot of eyeshadows, it's kind of like, why are you spending money on those? This is the Bionic Flat Top Kabuki, maybe, from Coastal Scents, and this is like 13 bucks. Amazing. I love this for my Maybelline Dream Smooth Mousse foundation. This one is dense, but less dense than some of the other ones that I have. Love it. Yes, my brushes are dirty and I just used them before this video and I wasn't going to wash them and wait for them to dry. This one is actually from Walmart and it was like $6.50. These are the high definition brushes that they have. They don't have a lot of them. This is the angled one. It's really, really nice. I like to use this for blush or highlight. It's dense and super, super soft, but not as soft as the Sigma ones that I'm going to show you, which I got these ones before I got my Sigma ones. I still like to keep all of them and use all of them because I think this kind of brush, like see how they're kind of the same with the denseness, are like my new favorite face brushes. So like I said, I also got some Sigma brushes. These are the Sigma Sigmax brushes, and these are supposed to be their high definition ones. What is on there? Eyeshadow? I love these. I recommend them 100%. These are my favorite brushes that I've ever had from Sigma, and if you've ever asked me before, you know that I've kind of had like about Sigma. Like, I liked some of their brushes a lot, other ones were like bad, but these are amazing, and I will have a separate review on these, so I'm not going to get too much into it. Really well constructed, nice weight to them, very sturdy, super dense. These are like the densest brushes that I've ever owned. On another brush note, I did also pick up the MAC 130 brush because I thought I wanted this for my Dream Smooth Mousse. It was awful for that. It just like ate it up. Like, it's just too prickly and not dense enough, and it kind of like destroyed my Dream Smooth Mousse. Could live without this brush. I don't really prefer it for anything. I honestly don't think that I will be using dual fiber stippling brushes anymore. They kind of eat things and they're, you know, streaky, and they just need a lot more work than something like this or this. This is the Sigma one, this is the Coastal Scents one. All you have to do is pounce it in the product and dab it and, you know, buff it, and it's done. I don't know, I liked it because it was smaller and it was a little bit more dense, but compared to like the other ones, this ain't got nothing on those ones. So I picked up Brave by MAC, which I know is a lot of people's favorite. I really, really like this. I don't know, it's kind of drying though, so I don't really care for that, but I do like the color. I also got Crosswires, which is my favorite lipstick right now. It's kind of like a nice corally raspberry type red, but not really a red. It's kind of like, when I wear it, it looks like a red. If you remember my Facebook default, is it still my Facebook default for public page? I think so. If so, this is what I'm wearing. I know a lot of you guys thought it was red. It looks kind of red on me, but it's like a way more wearable red. I also got 2 lipsticks from the Revlon Suede Rhapsody collection. I got a matte one in Smoked Peach, which is alright. It's kind of orangey for me. I don't really love it. It looks really nice on my mom though. And then I also got the Super Lustrous one in Primrose. I think it's Primrose. But I absolutely love, love, love this one. I'm not going to swatch it because I want you guys to see what it looks like on my lips, so I don't know. I think I'm going to have some sort of video. I also picked up some glosses. This is the NYX Sheer Gloss in Shangri-La. I actually had ordered this with my Urban Decay order, but they came like 2 months apart because things were back ordered. But it's a squeeze tube with a brush applicator. I use this with L'Oreal Fairest Nude, which I hated before, but now I love. It's one of my favorite lipsticks. 2 more Revlon lipsticks from the Colorburst range, which I think I'm totally done with the Colorburst range. I've tried so many colors and pretty much I only liked soft nude and peach. So the first one is blush, and it looks like it would be really pretty, but it looks really bad on me. And the second one is rosy nude, which these two actually look the same on. I don't care for either one of these. Oh, I lied, I did get one more. This one is a crimson, and I actually do really like this one, but I like reds, so this is like the darkest, deepest red that I have. It's almost like a brick red. I'm gonna do like a video where I swatch all my reds or something like that. So I know you guys know that I picked up a bunch of stuff, like so much stuff from the Venomous Villains collection. I'm actually not gonna include this in this video because I got so much stuff I really can't fit it in this video. Plus I want to do a separate haul that I should have done like a month ago. One more thing that I wanted to add, but I wasn't sure because I think I'm going to return these. I did order 2 of the Paul & Joe cat lipsticks. When I got them, both the faces on mine were squished, so they might be going back to the store. They're also really, really sheer, which I knew they were going to be, but I was kind of hoping they wouldn't be so sheer. It's what I've been wearing on my lips this whole video because I wanted to try them. And for something that's sheer and the face is squished, I just feel I don't think they're worth $25. So that's it, and I will talk to you guys later.